Doc, Rachel, and Grunwald, and Kelly MacLeod has been here. This has been really fascinating time, Grunwald.
And the people that are in studio and the people that have called, I mean, I am just absolutely... It's one of the craziest things in my entire life that I'm experiencing, and I'm sure with you, Rachel, isn't it just fascinating in a way?
It's fascinating. It's emotional. It's draining. It's a lot of things.
Kelly, does it ever overwhelm you?
Can you shut it off when you're overwhelmed?
I do. I've learned to flip the switch.
Good.
Because I'm sure you'd be a mess crying along with them and getting caught up with it. I'm sure.
And what about you? Your loved ones who have passed, do they?
You know what? Very rare do they come through. Only
Isn't
because
that strange?
Oh, well, because you know what? I don't need that.
Okay.
They'll show up every once in a while, or I'll get that 411 just to say, hey, I'm here. I'm with you on your big day.
Is it emotionally draining and tiring for you to do a bunch of these things where you're just, because you have to channel a lot of energy?
Usually, I've learned to transmute that energy, and for me, it's almost like, especially when I'm doing a big group like the John Edwards style, it's like sticking my tongue into a 220 socket. It's electrifying.
Boy, and I know exactly how that feels. There's a 7-year-old repressed memory.
And stay tuned, though, because Kelly mentioned that she'd like to do a big thing, like a fundraiser, like a John Edwards type thing, where we get a big room of people and for charity. And she said she'd donate everything to a charity. So we're going to work on that. So stay tuned.
Let's move to Nancy, is it? That's here with us. Nancy, again, thanks for coming in. Very brave of you to do.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay, Nancy, we were talking about, I asked you because of time, about one person in particular, and you mentioned your mom. So connecting with her energy. Do you have an April connection?
Yes, it's my birthday, yes.
Okay. Now, your mom is telling me she keeps going into the stomach here. Did your mom have some issues with the stomach cancer, or something like that?
She died of a AAA, an aortic aneurysm in her stomach.
Okay.
Immediately.
Got it. Yeah, and she says it was like having a bad bout of gas. Your mom is pretty comical here because, she's a funny girl. And she says it's really interesting because one minute she can be very serious. She says, I know that this is very pressure sensitive. Mm-hmm. She says, you've been kind of working yourself up to this point. Have you been preparing for this? To get this message?
I've been wondering, yes.
Okay, because she says that it's almost like you've had to kind of work your courage up, only because it's been so sensitive. And she's talking about you are the only one. Are you an only girl, only child?
No, I have a sister, an older sister.
Did she not participate as much?
No, she participated more than I did, actually.
Why does your mom single you out, though?
Maybe because we had some difficulties. And
you and your mom had difficulties?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is almost like her way of making you feel like very important? You were important.
Yeah, she made sure I knew that.
Okay. She says there's something about the 3 steps. Is there something that you're going through, and there's 3 steps? You've got to take 3 steps? She says it's something that's coming up. You've already prepared 1 step, but there's 2 more steps that you have to take to finish things up.
I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it.
Something you're going to have to think about, only because we are limited on time. Mm-hmm. Your mom says also September. She's giving me September connection.
Okay.
Birthday, anniversary.
My son's birthday.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Her father's birthday, too.
Yep. What happened with your car? Is there a car accident? Some kind of...
I just have had a ton of car trouble over the past month.
Yeah. She says it's a lemon. Get rid of it.
Okay.
It's out of here.
Okay.
Your mom is doing fine. And like I said, her explanation of her passing, it's like having a bad gas attack. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it was a done deal.
Kelly, you talked about people what they're doing, her son was greeting kids who were passing. Can you tell us what it's like over there? Is it a life where I can go shopping and go to the mall, and do you go out to eat? Is it like life here on this earth?
Absolutely. I tell people, it's so funny because people actually, what I have seen is that how life is going to be however you make it on the other side. I had a little old lady that came through, and I said, this is really strange. And when I first started doing this, I said, it's really strange. I said, she's smoking and drinking and playing bingo. She goes, oh my God, that's definitely my mom, because that's what she loved to do.
Really?
Life is going to be exactly what you want it to be.
You go to sleep and you wake up and...
In a sense, that's their way of relaying to us. We're not stuck in human bodies and human emotions over there.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm going to have a chain of restaurants then. Yeah.
which will all go under because you keep skimming off of the.
He's eating all the profits.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, knock it off.
All right, more coming up here on 99.5 WYCD.